Ultra Instinct Goku is supposed to come out later in springtime. I'm thinking it's going to be middle or late April. So we'll know. And Calfla came out yesterday, and I watched some footages on YouTube and Twitch, and she looks fast. Her attacks are powerful. And I like the character design in that video game a lot more than I do in Dragon Ball Super anime. But hey, that's just me. If they ever do a Dragon Ball FighterZ sequel for either this year or this generation or next generation, which is the ninth video game era, PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X or the next Nintendo, they need to do a better job with the story mode because it's very, very bad. And I would like to see where if you beat the story mode or other modes they put in, you should unlock a certain character or characters instead of having to buy them. And don't make players pay base characters, because that's pretty dumb, because that's what they did with base Goku and Vegeta, where it's in season 1, which is like $34.99. Overall, it's $35 and some spare change because of tax included. I think it's stupid. And they really do something about the roster, because it's the Saiyans take up half, if not most, of the roster. And if you do a normal dash or a super dash or whatever, it should cost you either half or a full meter bar. You can have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, whatever, but if you do a dash, it should cost you a half. If you do like super dash or whatever, it should cost you a full bar, a full meter. That's how I see it. I mean, I'm not an expert at fighting video games. I just play them. I saw it too many times, especially when I'm watching Amazon Fire TV. What was it? Mojo Mat, where it go from PlayStation 4 to Nintendo Switch, and I've seen, dash combo, dash combo, dash combo, dash combo, with no consequences. So, whatever. Xbox Series X has 12 teraflops, which is a hard disk drive, and backwards compatibility is pretty large. You get to play not only Xbox One games, Xbox 360, and original Xbox games. And I'm thinking, all right, Microsoft, that's how you do it. Now, can you please roll out with the first party games? Because that's where Sony is absolutely curb stomping you. I mean, look at the current generation, which is the 8th. PlayStation 4 is just running away with the quote unquote console wars with the first party games. And Xbox One just really got off to a bad start and can never be able to catch up. That's more to do with not the lack of first party games and the DRM. So I would like to see an actual competition between Microsoft's Xbox Series X versus Sony's PlayStation 5 in the 9th gaming generation next generation. Excuse me. I would like to see actual competition instead of just, runaway competition. And if Microsoft does bring out first party games, be sure to be an actual video game instead of feeling like a movie. Because as much as I like PlayStation 4's first party games, it does feel more like a movie than a video game. Outriders is supposed to come out this year, this holiday season. It's supposed to be with kind of like a Gears of War with Mass Effect like powers. And when I hear that it's being labeled as a Destiny killer, That's where I'm just throw my hands up and just be like, I'm out. I can't do that. I ain't touching that game. You're bringing in unrealistic expectations on the game, and the game's going to fail when you do that. And I hate when they do that. Just let the game speak for itself without some stupid label of, oh, this game is a so-and-so killer. Yay! Anyway. What else I could think of? A little bit of sports. San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs for Super Bowl 54. I watched that this past month, and it was entertaining. But Kansas City Chiefs got the victory. And this is their first Super Bowl win in 50 years. I mean, good grief. That's a long time. And I'm happy for Andy Reid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure any football fan, Philadelphia Eagle fans are happy for him. So they won because the second half. The defense played well in the first half. Patrick Mahomes did have a subpar game, but it's nothing like Ben Roethlisberger when the Pittsburgh Steelers won their first Super Bowl in many years against the Seattle Seahawks. I think it was in Detroit, and it was a little controversial because the refs had something to do with it, where the running game and the defense carried Ben Roethlisberger. So let's not forget he had a bad game in that too. We'll find out if the Kansas City Chiefs are a dynasty. And the AFC West division, I have a feeling it's going to be competitive next season. I really do. I don't think it's going to be a runaway like most critics are saying. As for the San Francisco 49ers, their second Super Bowl loss in a row? Wow. I mean, they had the game. They had the game in the bag, man. But the defense didn't do their part. The offense didn't do their job. His son, Kyle Shanahan, the old ghost of the offensive coordinator for Atlanta Falcons, it just came back and took over, and we saw what happened. You had a 10-point lead. Guess what? You decide to run the ball less and throw the ball more. Why? I am so tired of seeing teams get a double-digit lead, then to decide to take the foot off the gas and to run the ball less and throw the ball more. Why? It's a head scratcher. We saw that with Kyle Shanahan when he was the offensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. That whole 28-3 lead. Everybody and their mother and father knows what happened in that Super Bowl against New England Patriots. And we saw something similar. So everybody in the San Francisco 49ers get the blame. They share the blame. It's not one group or one person over the other. I'm not going to be like everybody else, say, hey, it's Kyle Shanahan's fault or the defense's fault because it's their main strength. No, everybody didn't get it done. And do I think the NFC West division will be competitive like it was the 2019 season? Yeah. And I think the San Francisco 49ers will make the playoffs, but it's going to be challenging because we look at the LA Rams. They went from Super Bowl runner-up to missing the playoffs. Injuries, if it wasn't for the injuries and something else. So we'll find out what San Francisco 49ers can do next season, the 2020 NFL season. I'll think of Kobe Bryant more as a Academy Award winner for that short anime Dear Basketball than what he did on the basketball court in his 20-year NBA career with the LA Lakers. I feel bad for his family and friends. That helicopter crash shouldn't have happened. It just shouldn't happen. And that Basketball Hall of Fame is supposed to take place in August in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's gonna be very bittersweet. It will. All I say is rest in paradise to all the 9 victims, including Kobe and his 13-year-old daughter Gigi. And I hope the Bryant family find some peace and have the strength to get through this unfortunate incident. It's going to be rough, but they're going to have to find a way to get through it. I'm out.